Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M10 RBFM. It's a French Tier 5 premium tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town and it's under the command of General Anonymous. Now usually, a lot of tank players who don't like Arty will turn around and say, well, the only reason people play Arty is they can't play other tanks. I have, as an Arty player, a dedicated Arty player, who plays a huge number of tanks. And look at this guy, he's actually giving a push to help the SU5 get up on top of the hill. Fantastic, isn't it? That's the camaraderie you'll find amongst Arty players. And I have to say to a lot of tank players, no, Arty players do play other tanks. They're better at Arty than at other tanks, but they do play other tanks very well. Sometimes better than tank players do. Well, General Anonymous has gone up on the cliffs and he's going to shoot at the enemy that come into sight. They're being spotted by our T-67. Now, he's got the 3-inch anti-tank gun on this M10. It's basically just a standard M10 built by the Americans and handed over to the Free French Forces under Charles de Gaulle. And well, with the 3-inch gun, which is 76mm, he can do 115 alpha, penetrating 130mm of armor with standard ammo. And he's got APCR, which will take it up to 170mm, and he's also got the HE rounds for 185 hit points of damage of 38mm. And remember, this is a tier 5 game, so he's going to come across a few enemies who are fairly weak when it comes to their armour. Well, our T-67's bugged out because he got assaulted by a Panzer Mark IV-H and also a T-28, but I don't think General Anonymous is going to be afraid. Fires one into the T-28, fires another one. Only 84 hit points came back from that T-28. Take it off auto aim, and the T-28's killed. Kill goes to the T-40. T-67 comes back. And now it's just that Panzer IV Mark H, or Panzer Mark IV Aslains H, and he's just fired, and there he's gone. So one kill now for General Anonymous. Okay, well, he's got sights on a KV-1 in the town. I'm not sure if he can get a shot on it. In fact, there's an Excelsior in there as well. Ah, yes, he might be able to hit the KV-1. He hasn't loaded the premium, but he's going for the weak spots. Yes, gets one, tracks him. And in through the side. Oh, he got a fire! He hit the engine, and that one bounced off the turret. It's going for the front, but he actually got that one through. And kill shot? No, didn't get it on that occasion, but he tries again. Just misses out. Can he get the side shot? No. Good try. Almost got him. The Excelsior's behind the building. I think that might come back to haunt him later that he didn't get the kill on that KV-1. We'll have to see. Well, there's the KV-1. We can see he's actually behind the buildings being spotted by somebody else. Now, we can't see anybody up here, but our T-67's acting as spotter again. He's moved forward and... well, General Anonymous is going to do a few blind shots because there's normally somebody sitting in those bushes trying to shoot any of our guys as they move up. Now, he hasn't got a whole lot of ammunition, so he can't afford to blind shot forever. And he needs that ammunition to kill other tanks, so... we're one tank down on the enemy at the moment, but don't let that dishearten you. Now, most of you actually got the M10 RBFM because it was actually given away for free by Wargaming. And although a lot of people say, oh, well, it's only an M10, yes, it's still a very good tank, actually. A very good tank destroyer, I should say. It's got paper-thin armour. It's not very strong, but it's got a decent anti-tank gun. And so long as you remember that it's a tank destroyer, therefore it really cannot take too much in the way of damage, it's still very, very effective. And the French used them not only in North Africa but also in the Normandy landings. There was an entire division of these or the French division, and they were the guys who actually liberated Paris in these. And in fact, famously, as you probably know, one of these took out a German Panther on the Champs-Élysées, and the reason he took him out from such a long range away, it was a very long range shot, was because the tank driver knew the exact length of the Champs-Élysées, so he knew how long it was from where he was firing to exactly where the enemy was, and he dialed in the correct range and took out the Panther tank. And you can see this M10 has actually got the spade arrangement at the front, which is actually designed to cut down the bushes in the bocage in the Normandy, because they had to have something to take out those bushes, because the French, the Allied tanks were having difficulty trying to get through the hedgerows to get at the German tanks. And of course they were being taken out by German infantry because they were sort of like stuck in the lanes, and so they put these cutters onto the front of the vehicles, so they would literally cut the hedgerows away and shove their way through the French fields and get at the Germans. It was a sort of like, how should you say, it was not a hodgepodge, it's not the right word I'm looking for. It was put together at the last minute with a bit of steel and lots of welding. A jury rig, that's it. Oh, it's Su-76G, which is a Chinese tank destroyer. Very difficult shot, but it goes down to the our teammate in the Fifi, but he gets taken out by a shot from a Marder 38T. So the enemy does have the advantage. They've got 2 tanks up on us, but we're holding our cap area against them. I've got an interesting story to actually show you at the end of the game, and something that might actually make you surprised about the M10 RBFM. Something that Wargaming didn't actually point out, but maybe they should have. Well, we just lost our Hetzer because he was killed by the enemy tank destroyer, an IKV-103. So there's somebody around there, and the enemy's got 3 tanks capping. So they've managed to sneak around behind us, and there's somebody down there as well, because our guys were being picked off by them. Okay, we've got shots on the enemy now. He's auto-aimed on. Okay, didn't get that shot in, but didn't get that kill. That was the KV-1 he missed earlier. The kill actually went to our T-40. He takes out the Excelsior, goes for the IKV who killed our teammate. Gets 2 into him. Kill shot. No, needs 1 more. Yep, got him. Unfortunately, we lost another teammate. It's now 2 left on our team, facing 4 enemies. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. But General Anonymous is a good fighter, so he'll keep going. And he's just got to take out this Marder 38T. There he is. Oh, and 1 shot's all it needs. So it's now 1 tank destroyer, which is a bathtub. And he just took around from an enemy Arty, which is near miss. It's the M41 HMC, but only 27 hit points lost. But there, somewhere out there is a bathtub. The S35CA, which is basically a Samur, which has been altered to carry the 17-pounder gun. Well, he's moving up on the cap. I'm not sure. I think that the enemy Arty is probably somewhere over on the east side of the map. Probably down in the J or K rows. So I think that's why what he's going to do is he's going to sneak over to this side of the map and see if he can find the enemy Arty or the tank destroyer. Ooh, no, he fired there. That would actually give away his position. And he's actually loaded the HE. see that one of the rounds actually scraped along the side of the turret, but didn't actually damage him. Non-penetrating round along the side. He had one in through there. Oh, there's the S35CA! Now, can he see him? Auto aim's on, fires, but there he is. One shot in. Two. Oh, he dives off the edge! He loses some hit points in the process. That's another one in. One more to kill. Yes, he's got it! And that means now he's only got to find and kill the Arty. He's got no more HE rounds, but I think he fired the HE rounds by mistake at the S35CA, and that's why the first two rounds weren't effective, but the AP rounds that he fired afterwards were. Well, I was wrong about the Arty being in the south. It looks like they're in the north. And potentially, General Anonymous might actually have the high caliber. See, one mark of excellence on his barrel. He's played this quite a lot. And the skin, by the way, that came from Sir Rusty. He put that skin together for us. Very nicely of him to do that. I think you can pick up Sir Rusty's skins at Skin Downloads. He operates that with his daughter. Very nice people. They produce all the skins for What Arty Noobs, and we love them. Well, where are the Arty? It's still 2-1. He's fighting against the Arty, but he wants that win. There's one of them. His sixth sense is going to go off. He's auto-aiming on. And he gets the kill. And there's the other one. It's a birch gun. Oh, when he's making his way through the town, he's headed south. Oh, no, he's coming back. He's coming back. Fire into that corner. It's a blind shot. I'm pretty sure that hit. That one didn't. I think he's moved. We know exactly where he was. If he gets this as well, he will get not only the win, but he'll also get a Pascucci's medal. Unfortunately, missing that KV-1 has taken away his chance of actually getting a Radley Walters. He did get the top gun when he killed the M41, but unfortunately can't get 8 kills now because there's only one enemy left. Now he needs to be careful here because that birch gun might be waiting for him. No, he can't climb that one. It's a bit... That's it. Okay. Oh, 2 minutes left. Now the birch gun could be waiting in ambush, but he's got more than enough hit points. Even if the birch gun was to ambush him, he would take him out with his very next shot, I think. And there is the birch gun. He's behind us. He went into the pit, of all places. I suppose he thought that he was safer in there, and of course it means that General Anonymous would have to come in and get close to him. What's he going to do? Remember, you've only got 2 minutes left. In fact, you're now down to 1.17. 1.17, 1 minute 17 seconds. In fact, now slightly less. Whoa! I think he's actually going to come at him from a different angle. Oh, the birch gun came out the pit. Tried a shot. I think he wanted to come in from the other angle and shoot him in the back, or just drive on top of him and kill him that way. I think he's gone into the pit again. There he is. He's in the pit. He's ready and waiting. Just drive straight into the pit, and you can see his gun's pointed this way. Thank you. That's it. Run into the gun shield and he's dead. You could have just done a comedy kill as well, just by driving over the top of him. That would have been funny as well. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. It's an ace tanker for General Anonymous in the M10 RBFM. He carried his team in that game. He won it for them. They were at a disadvantage for most of the game, and well, the enemy had done very well to get it to that position, but he clawed it back and carried the game for his team. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9 in that one. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. He got some epic and battle hero medals in this game. He got a Pascucci's medal for killing 2 enemy Arty, the M41 and the Birch gun. He got a defender because he reset the cap when the enemy had a lot of cap points at the time. And he also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. And he missed out on getting that Radley Waters simply because he didn't kill the KV-1. Yes, the T-40 got there just before him and denied him the Radleys, but he didn't know at the time that he was going to be denying General Anonymous the Radleys. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 2,049 hit points. The only player to get over 2,000 hit points in total. The next high scorer was that KV-1 with 1,246. And after that, it was the Panzer Mark IV-H on his own team with 714. When it came to kills, again, he's got the highest number, 7. The Marder 38 team managed to get 4 kills. And then there's 3 tanks who managed to get 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,254 base experience points. The only player to get over 1,000 base. In fact, the next high scorer was the KV-1 on the enemy team with 533, and that's because he did so much in the way of damage to our team. And, well, let's have a look at the detail report. 39 shots fired, 24 direct hits, 20 penetrations, 2 splash. Damage of 2,049 hit points, of which 727 were at more than 300 meters, so a lot of close range work. 3 hits received from the enemy, 1 penetration, 2 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage which came in from the M41. He blocked damage of 220 hit points in total, spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 7, and did 207 hit points of damage assistance, and he got 81 defense points, so he only just got that defender medal. On a free player count, he earned 39,373 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 10,744 credits. He received 1,254 XP, base XP, 502 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 1,756 experience points altogether. So the M10 RBFM is actually quite a decent tank, and it makes a good crew trainer if you want to train French arties. Apart from actually using the Fifi, you can actually train them in the M10 RBFM and then transfer them over to SPGs afterwards by paying a few credits or gold to do so. And that's worth considering actually, because as a premium vehicle, it's quite useful. But I think I did actually say during the video that I would mention something towards the end which would be slightly interesting to you. Well, something you may not know is that a famous French actor, somebody who actually did actually take part in the invasion of France after the Normandy landings, was actually in an M10 RBFM. He was the commander of an M10 RBFM, and that French actor was Jean Gabon, I should say. As you can see here from the wiki page, he actually was in a lot of French films and a lot of very, how should we say, very influential French films in his time. And, well, he actually did play Maigret in Inspector Maigret, as you can see here, and he was a member of the Légion d'honneur, I think Legion of Honor, for being such an influential character in French film industry. And he was a M10 tank commander during the Normandy landings, and he took part in the liberation of Paris. So this was one of the gentlemen who actually fought in the M10 RBFM. And of course, I don't think Wargaming actually mentioned that too often, but they should actually, because yes, he was quite an influential character in many ways, fought under Charles de Gaulle and was there in Paris. So yes, quite interesting, that fact. You don't always get those sort of things on other videos, but we like to pep up our videos with a bit of extra information. And of course, it's fantastic. General Anonymous had such a great round in this TD. proves that Arty players can play other vehicles. We do play them rather well on occasions, and you will see those videos sometimes on our channel, so do keep them coming, and well done to General Anonymous. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We've got fantastic videos to show you, really great play, and of course if you do have a great video, a great replay, send it in to us and we'll have a look and see if we can put it on video for you. Thanks for watching.